Thank you for joining IELTS Review Home. My name is Bemiga Peter Olubayo. I welcome you to my quick tip series, which is new. Here, I want to go straight to give you some tips about a section of the IELTS. If you want a detailed explanation about this topic, I will encourage you to click the link showing on the screen, leading you to my How to Answer series. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I need you to do that right now because there are loads of free resources which will help you in order to ace the monster called IELTS. Now, let's start. I would like to start with what MCQs are not. Candidate thinks they have to summarize a lot of information from the passage in order to arrive at the appropriate answer, but this is not the case. All you need to do is to match one sentence from the question being given with another one sentence in most instances in the passage. So what that means is that you is as good as you discarding every other information that surround that sentence. Okay, so you will understand by the time I give you an example shortly. The good news at this point is that the MCQ comes in order. This implies that you will find answer to question number 1 appearing in the passage first before you find the answer to question number 2, making your life easier. A candidate often also asks that, do I need to read the options first? No, you don't have to, because just match one sentence in the question to the sentence in the paragraph. So you'll be wasting your time if you had to read all the options first, and you can even get yourself confused. So in essence, after reading the question, you have identified the clue words or keywords. These are what you take into the passage. You quickly scan the passage. Remember, your best bet in scanning are names, date, and number, because these are not going to change. All you have to do is as good as discarding every other information you have in that passage, which will not lead you to answering the question. Of course, now comes the time for you to read the options, as you have to make up your mind by ticking or crossing the options. This is called elimination technique. Now, this is what I mean. From the example showing on your screen, it says in the second paragraph, the writer refers to a shape matching test in order to illustrate dash. Now, all you need to do is to look for the shape matching test and what the writer was trying to illustrate. Now, if you read through the passage, everything you have read before you got to the point where they talk about that shape matching test is not going to lead you to the answer. It will corroborate it, but that is not what you are looking for essentially. Look at it. It says, when asked to make simple perpetual decisions such as matching a shape to its rotated image. For example, people often choose a definitive or definitively wrong answer if they see others doing the same. So what the writer was trying to illustrate here is that a lot of people follow the crowd or choose wrongly when they see other people doing the same. That is all you need in order to answer the question above. Every other thing about abstract, 20th century, geometrical blocks of color, art appreciation are going to distract you. I will ask myself, was the writer trying to illustrate the subjective nature of art appreciation? I'm going to cross that. I say no. I'll move on to option B. Was the writer trying to refer to the reliance on modern art on abstract forms? Of course, that is no. I move on to the third option. Our tendency to be influenced by the opinions of others. That looks like it. You remember, we read that people are likely going to follow the crowd. People are likely to definitively choose wrong answer because they see other people doing it. And then option D, a common problem encountered when processing visual data. Of course, that looks like it, but that is not related to the question. At this juncture, it is not unlikely that you'll be confused between two options, like in this case, probably option C and D, just saying for an example. All you then have to do is to go back to that statement just to verify the information again. I'm sure by now you are more equipped at answering IELTS reading MCQ questions. The simple technique is for you to match one sentence from the question using the option as an extension to another sentence in the passage. And you arrive at that using the elimination technique. I'm looking forward to seeing you in another quick tip series. Until then, stay safe and all the best in your preparation. But remember, I'm glad to be part of your success story.